In a market this severely compute constrained, and we are compute constrained, the players who hold the physical infrastructure hold the actual power. The frontier labs everyone assumes is running front and foremost in this race, OpenAI and Anthropic, are actually entirely dependent on this. They don't own the intelligence factories, right? They just rent time on that intelligence assembly line. There's only one exception at the frontier, and that's Google. Google is the only player that actually owns its own frontier models, as well as its own custom hardware and its own intelligence factories. So it's fully vertically integrated across the stack of intelligence production. But if you're not a Google, a Microsoft, a Meta, an Amazon, or an Oracle, you do not own the means of producing intelligence. And these 5 companies own 67% of the world's compute. That means everybody else rents the compute. And the terms of that lease are about to start mattering more than almost any other factor in this AI business. You're seeing the consequences of this play out in real time. Of course, OpenAI tried to build its own physical infrastructure with the massive Stargate project, $500 billion to build AI factories. But the reality of operating this is very hard. Microsoft has just taken over the Stargate Norway site from OpenAI. That's the second time in a month that Microsoft has absorbed a Stargate site, not only the one in Norway, but also in Abilene, West Texas. Now, this is coming at the same time as OpenAI has quietly paused its Stargate UK site, citing high energy costs. It's really hard to actually build and operate these intelligence factories and have this infrastructure at this scale. So if OpenAI can't finance the infrastructure at scale, Microsoft is physically taking the sites over, but owning the infrastructure to provide that compute at industrial scale is the actual moat, right? Not the model.